Cheers and thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk about my stock photography earnings from video and photography. I've been doing this for about a little over 2 years now, and basically these videos I like to just kind of show you where I'm at, what stuff has done well for me, and hopefully it's some kind of inspiration for you guys. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into it. So July was a bit of a grindstone for me, actually. I ended up just doing a ton of video editing for this channel. If you saw some of my these videos I did about 2020 and wire stock, as well as my June video earnings, and I also ended up basically not doing anything at all regarding stock photography. I didn't upload anything, so it ended up being probably the most passive month I've had so far in my stock photography journey. June, if you'll note, was fairly similar to that. I actually uploaded a handful of images and videos, but it wasn't very many. I think it was maybe like 10 or so. So that was also a fairly passive month for me. But this month July was absolutely 100% passive. And I have to say, I was actually quite shocked at the results. But first, you guys probably know by now that 2020 is officially dead. There is zero existence of it anymore online, and they basically just shut the whole thing down. That was at the end of July, and so with that, this will be probably the last video that I have any earnings or anything that we really talk about 2020. So yeah, I'm kind of bittersweet on this one because I did like 2020. I liked it quite a bit. I liked the interface, the community. I've talked about this before. But the biggest thing was that when they decided to shut things down, they didn't shut everything down. So there's actually a select group of people, anybody who had contributed 2020 and had their images selected in Envato Elements under the 2020 group. Those folks actually had basically new accounts created for them under Envato Elements, and they migrated all of their images over. I was not one of those, so I swear I had images on Envato Elements and in that thing, but apparently I didn't, because I didn't get the emails, and every time I've tried and I reached out to their the Envato help and everything, they basically like, nope. So it's not a total loss though. So basically what it means is that now that if I want to, I can actually apply to be a part of Envato Elements as a contributor, and so can you. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that just yet. I've been waiting to see how it goes down, because I noticed that I just want to see what I'm kind of lurking on the forums for 2020 and Envato, and just to see if people are having a good experience uploading images, whether it takes the metadata or not, which is one of the big issues with 2020 is they didn't have that. So anyways, we'll see what happens there. If you guys have any experience with this or you were accepted in there, let me know what your experience is. Leave it in the comments below. That way we can all kind of figure out whether or not it's worth re-uploading all the images that we already had uploaded all over again. So the other thing I want to talk about is, if you guys have been following, I'm in Bulgaria right now, and I'm here for at least another few weeks. Probably the next video you see me, well, my next earnings video at least, will be from a different location. But in the meantime, it's been really great because I've actually been shooting again. So I've actually gotten the camera out and taken some pictures and taken some video. So I'm real excited to hopefully get some time to edit all that stuff and start uploading some of it. But I'll show you a couple clips here as I'm talking of just like some of what the town that I'm in here in Bulgaria looks like, and it's absolutely stunning. All right, so now without further ado, let's get into my July stock photography and video earnings. And I have to emphasize the video because this month I sold quite a few videos, which is really cool. In fact, I had one of my best months that I've ever had in July. So starting off with the best agency, I like to do that. I like to start from the best first. And this month was actually VideoHive. which is a huge shock to me because I've never sold anything on VideoHive before. I do have some videos up on there. I've got maybe 25 videos there. I had one sale, but one sale is all it took, and it was $32.40. So that's a pretty significant sale, and I'll show you the clip here now. So this clip was actually from a road trip that my wife and I went on, and my wife was driving, so I had an opportunity to actually shoot out the window. So I just grabbed these shots of the Nevada desert, and someone apparently liked them and bought it, so that's pretty cool. Now for second place was actually a really tight one, so it was a 19-cent difference between first and second place, and second place went to Adobe Stock. So as you can imagine, I also had another video sale on Adobe Stock this month, which is also, again, really cool. But just to give you an idea of my portfolio, let's see here, I have 592 images and 58 videos. I actually had 6 photo downloads and then 1 video download. And that brought me a total of $20.48. So that's actually really good for me, especially with Adobe Stock. And I'll go ahead and just start off with the video that sold. This is just a static shot, which really surprised me that it sold, but it's just a shot in the California mountains. I think it's actually June Lake. Now I also had 6 different images that sold, and I'll just give you a few of the highlights, starting with this first one here. This first image you may have seen already on my channel, and it's this silhouette of these rowers, and that actually sold for $1.23. It was a commercial shot. This next one here was Laquillo Beach. Yeah, it was in Puerto Rico, and this one definitely you've seen. If you've watched any of my videos, you've seen this one. It sold for $2.46, and it was also a commercial image. And then finally, I have this aerial view of a beach, and that one sold for 33 cents. All right, so we talked about how close that was. Third place was the agency that I don't like to talk about, but it came in third, and actually for the 4th month in a row now, which is kind of weird that it's always like landing in that one spot. But I have 665 images and 79 videos on that site. I had 19 image downloads, and I had 1 video download. Again, with that video theme today, right? Total was $20.19 with my earnings. Like I said, it was like a 19-cent difference, so there wasn't a whole lot there. But we'll start with the video again, and here it is. This here is a pan of a beach in Puerto Rico. It's actually Seven Seas Beach. It sold for $16.50. That's not bad at all. So I'm totally digging that, especially from this agency, because I've had some not always the best luck with video sales there. But I also had one on-demand sale, and it was this one here of the vineyards. You've probably seen this one. I think if you watched last month's video, this series actually sold a few times, and it's from Lake Chelan, Washington. And then I had a few more images that sold as subscription sales, starting with this one here. This is actually from Mammoth Mountain in California, and it was actually from a job that I produced a few years back. And this next one is also from a job that I produced a few years ago, and it's of these cowboys like herding these horses, and that was actually shot in Texas. And then this image is from a drum circle that happens on Treasure Island in Florida, like on every Sunday. So obviously it's an editorial image. And then finally I've got this shot of this cute little lizard that was also shot in Florida as well. And that of course was a commercial image. And in 4th place I had another agency that actually delivered for me, which I wasn't expecting. Deposit Photos came in 4th place for me. On that site I have 788 images and 119 videos. I had total earnings of $14.07, and that was with 2 image sales and a video sale, which is my first video sale on Deposit Photos ever, even though I've got a fair amount of videos on there. That's another first for me, and it was with this video here, this editorial video of this Sprinter van driving in the Northern California, and that actually brought in the bulk of my earnings on Deposit Photos. That one sold for $13.52, and it was actually only downloaded as a 1080 video file, so not even 4K, which is I uploaded in 4K. So, but it's a pretty cool shot, and so I'm pretty excited that it actually sold. As far as the images, Start with these ones here. This Van Gogh exhibit image, which was actually a editorial image, and that was 25 cents. And another shot of Laquia Beach again, and that was 30 cents, and that was also a commercial image. And so now for my dishonorable mentions. So this is the list of sites that didn't really do a whole lot for me. I had sales, but it wasn't like significant. That would be, let's see here, 2020 was one of those. Alame, iStock Getty, and there may have been one or more, I can't remember, but the total sales on those were $7.04, and I'll just show you a couple of the images that did sale. Starting with this one here from 2020. This is actually a still life I did from, gosh, a really long time ago when I was in college learning how to do lighting. But it's this pumpkin still life. And then this next one here, also from 2020, it's that same overhead beach shot that you saw earlier. This hand writing on a windshield, and that was actually sold through Wirestock. And then finally this shot here of Seven Seas Beach, and that one was sold on Alame. So one final note rather, for 2020 was that I was extremely disappointed because I had like the most sales, like most downloads I had in the whole time I've been on 2020 was in July, but yet I made $2. So $2 of that $7 came from 2020, and out of like, I think I had 20 something downloads. So yeah, so at the end there, it wasn't really that great. And finally, I didn't have any other sales on any of the other agencies, including 123RF, nothing on Fine Art America as usual. Let's see here, nothing on Pond 5 or IM, or Canva. So those are all the ones that I had. So now what I always ask you is, how are your sales for July? Let me know in the comments below. And also, again, let me know if there's anything else you want me to do a video about. Now, before I reveal my final earnings from July 2022, as always, give us a like or subscribe if you find any of this content helpful. And also, you can use my affiliate links in the description below. You know, if you want to, you don't have to, but I appreciate it. Or you can even buy me a beer. Cheers to you, Brian, from Geeks to Homes in Australia. I appreciate the beer. Thank you. That was good. All right, guys. So now let's get into the final July numbers. All right. So for my total July numbers, I had a total of $94.18 is what I earned from my stock photography. And again, this was completely passively. So that's pretty cool. That was 111 image downloads I think I had, and 4 video downloads. So that becomes a total RPD of $4.86 if you add all video and everything together. Ooh, excuse me. It's a good beer. All right. So July was a really awesome month for me. Again, like I said, that was my second best month I've had so far. So I think that's pretty encouraging, especially considering I didn't upload anything. And it seems like some of the videos and things like that are finally starting to get sold. So I'm hoping that that will continue to happen. Now that they've sold, they'll keep selling. Now, year over year, that was an $81.85 increase from last year, which is also really, really good. And it just goes to show you can have a really good month and with not doing anything at all, which is kind of the whole goal of this, right? So we're all trying to like upload this stuff so that we can have definitely some more passive months. You know, we can just put a few out, or just have a month or two where you don't have to put anything out and still be able to like earn some money off of like all of your work. And I think this month was a very good example of that. And also, don't forget, video is just so important. Half of my earnings in July were just from video sales. So that's huge. So just don't neglect the video. So I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna let you go here. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely check out my other channel, Wandering Hartz, where I do a lot more travel stuff. In fact, we have some Bulgaria videos that are coming online there right now. And also just give me a like, subscribe if you find this helpful. I really do appreciate it. I've already told you you can use the links below. You can buy me a beer and all that good stuff. So thanks again for watching. And again, leave some comments below. Let me know if there's anything else that you guys are interested in. I was thinking about doing a photo walk tour with maybe like a Sony EV10 and like have an 18 to 300 lens combo. It's kind of a cool like combo that I've actually been really happy with so far. So I was thinking maybe doing a video like that. So let me know guys in the comment there if that's something that you would be interested in watching. Thanks again, cheers, and see you later. Oh man, that splashed up my nose. Oh boy. I have a very happy beer here. Oh boy. Oh boy, now I'm dripping all over the place. Honey, can you get me a towel?